Black Friday they had a sale on these LG washing machines and dryers, and ours broke, so I needed to install one. However, the space that I had originally was not something I wanted to use, so I decided to move the washer and dryer upstairs to make it easier on my wife. Make her happy. I want to tell you all the intricate parts of actually doing this installation. So if you're ever going to do it, you got a good idea where to start and what you have to do. Now that I have the area cleared out and I marked off exactly where the washer and dryer are going to go, it's time to start removing the wall. First thing I had to do was remove the sheetrock in the area that I wanted to put the washer dryer. I taped off everything to show the exact area where it's going to go. The bottom of the blue tape is the height and width of my washer and dryer unit that I'm putting in here. On the sides I gave myself an extra 6 inches because I have to put the dryer vent in the floor right there, the way the floor runs with the joists down. Remember the washer dryers that are side by side, they have the door opens one way and the other door opens the other. So the washer is going to be on the left, the dryer is going to be on the right based on the way the doors open. So I need to put my provisions for my water and drainage here on this side. This is the washing machine outlet box that I'm going to use. It comes with PEX fittings, 2 holes in the bottom, but I'm going to use actually these holes here because of the way my washer and dryer are going to be set up and where the hole is in the floor. These little tabs are knockouts. You just knock all that out for the provision. I have to switch these valves to the other side because I need my drain in the center. So these just unscrew from the bottom here. You just loosen these guys up. The little plastic turns right off. And by the way, I'm using 1/2 inch PEX plumbing. That's the plastic stuff if you don't know. Here's a quick tip for you on this unit here. If you're using the bottom instead of the top and you need to knock that centerpiece out, knock the small knockout circle out first and then start breaking it apart. Once you get these hand tight and you're straight on with your valves, just go ahead and tighten it on a tiny bit just to snug it up with a pair of pliers, just so that when you go to turn these valves, they don't move on you. Just snug it, not much. So I went downstairs and I figured out where my pipe had to come through in order for me to have it run the way I needed to. And I just set it on this here so I can mark my center where it's going to be. So I use the level to make sure I can mark where my center is going to be. So when I move this up, it's exactly where I want it. So I marked the center of my box and I marked the center on the wall and I put my box right there. That's going to give me a straight line right down for my pipe to go in the hole. This box has 2 tabs that you slide into either side, and then it's got screw holes in it for you to mount it to the stud. Now that my box is in place, I'm going to drill holes for my water pipes, and I'm going to drill a hole for my dryer pipe. I like these drill bits here. I'm going to use a 3/4 inch drill bit for my 1/2 inch pipe. I'm going to need to put a 240 outlet on the wall, so I have to drill a hole to run my wire for that. I'm going to use a little bit bigger drill bit for the wire. Use the 4.5 inch hole saw to bore my hole for my dryer vent. Now my washer outlet box is installed. I have the holes drilled for all my plumbing provisions, the hole drilled for my electrical, and the hole drilled for my dryer vent. There's already an outlet on the wall right there for the washer. It's time to put the drain piping in and put the trap in. Okay, once I have my drain pipe set to where I want it, I put it down in through the floor and I temporarily held it in place to where it's going to be. And I'm just going to mark my pipe here where I need to cut it. So that way I can slide it up into this. I can slide it up into that. So I want to be just right there. You can cut your pipe however you want to. I'm going to use my chop saw. I always dry fit everything before I go ahead and put glue on it. That way you have a chance to adjust. You can see the pipe is in, it's nice and straight. It's going to be exactly where I want it to be down below. That's the trap, and it goes over to the vertical pipe that comes down. If you're wondering why you need a trap, it's to stop sewer gas smell from coming up into your home out of the drain pipe. Always make sure you use some type of support strapping like that to support your drain pipes. I'm just going to go ahead and run my PEX plumbing down through the hole. Same thing with the cold line. So I ran my supply lines. The cold water is the blue, the hot water is the red. Now it's time to cut and connect them. There's different types of cutters. This is the one that I have right now, so that's what I'm going to use. Okay, so I'm just going to line this up here, make sure I'm straight. Use my ratchet cutter. Cut a nice straight edge on that. This is the PEX fitting that I'm going to be using, the crimper. Slip it over that. If you can see down in here, just push that up right on that fitting right there. So it's snug, and then I'll crimp it. Do the same with the blue one. Oh, put my fitting on. Here we go. And this one is not all the way up, so I want to pull it up. There we go. That's what I want. Get my crimper just in the right spot. That's it for that one. That's it for that one. Connected. Now I'll put a board across behind here and then latch these to it. That way they won't wobble. You can see I have it connected here so that it doesn't move when the water runs. Same with this. And on the piping for the drain, I put a strapping on there. This board is mounted to the 2x4s. And that's how I rough in a washer box with PEX fittings and PVC drainage pipe. Well, I hope that helps you. Don't forget to subscribe.